the 4-game losing streak back in week 2. Now they go for the series sweep. Next.
So at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Ahead of the chains now. In 2. Allen off the play fake. He gets this to Devontae Adams. Some breathing room. A big play there on the catch and run.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. And again, it's Allen.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because...
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20. Touchdown, Packers. Darren Waller, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Packers are able to... After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. He's going, and this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big play that time for the Packers. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And it's going to be another first down as he'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 39.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the Lions are going to have it here just past the 25. So a first. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive. To get.
Unfortunately for them.
It got his man. Big play there for Green Bay. Operating from the red zone now. Allen got a man. It's Brown. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Trey Flowers. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Now Mason Crosby for the Packers field goal try. The kick by Crosby is good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Allen's throw into the hands of Cobb. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. To the air, Allen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Flushed out right. Allen hit. He lost the football. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. Elliott. And diving to try to get the first down. He's going to be a little bit shy of the marker. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. Again, it's Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So here we go on a third and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. Out to his left. He'll get this to Elliott. And it's a Packers touchdown. After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Pass rusher extraordinaire, defend that time, getting the sack. Line of scrimmage back at their own 3 now as they come up second and long. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick, and he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Looking deep for Adams. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Oh, he gets loose right side. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Dancing to his left. That is caught by Cobb. And it's a Packer touchdown. Randall Cobb, his 14th touchdown now on the Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls. To the ground. 2nd and 10. Now Allen. It's caught here by Adams. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Not only another 1st down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college, but I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Wayne McNeil in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Touchdown, Packers. Ezekiel Elliott in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Packers... This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter. Forced out to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 2nd and 10, Allen. He hits Adams complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense. And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft.
2nd and 10. A give to Elliott running left. 6-yard line.
Let's go. The 6-yard line.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Trying to take it to the house.
Now Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, but frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. He'll try again. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. Third quarter action, and this offense will have a 1st and 10 as they get set for the next drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. In his own end zone, it's Allen. Steps away to his left. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration. Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. On play action, Allen. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on...
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great